Thank you for joining us for our 2:30 streaming show. I am Robinson Miles. Sadly, it is just me here today. Do not worry, Jamie French is here today. She's just needed elsewhere right now, but once we get to the evening slate of shows, she will be back. So don't be too nervous about being stuck with me. It is only temporary. Well, of course, we do have a lot happening around the tri-state today, so we're just going to go ahead and jump right in. Our first story comes out of Evansville. Now, Evansville police just wrapped up a news conference about the officer-involved shooting that happened Wednesday night. Now, this is after a felony traffic stop in the area of Covert and Weinbach. Now, we do have some body camera footage from that. Let me go ahead and pull that up there for you. Now, police named the suspect Travis Turner, who say ran into a house and then stole a truck from another home. They say he had several gun-related warrants. Now, officers say he nearly hit several officers. They say Turner kept backing into an officer's car and almost hit even more officers. And that's when they say they opened fire. Now, Turner went to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. He's been taken to jail on several charges, including attempted murder. Now, police say the two officers who fired their guns are on leave, which is protocol. An internal investigation is underway. Of course, we're continuing to learn more about that all the time, so we will have more information on this one just a little bit later tonight. Now, another situation developing now, this one out of Dubois County. Dubois County Sheriff Tom Kleinhelter has been charged with 1 count of official misconduct and 3 counts of false informing. Now, the case was filed Thursday in Marion County. As we've reported, Kleinhelter's law enforcement certification has been awaiting the next hearing in which the Indiana Law Enforcement Training Board's decertification subcommittee could vote to remove Kleinhelter's police certification. Previously, no charges were filed against Sheriff Kleinhelter after an audit showed a misuse of funds. Now, Gabe Pontones will have more on the situation tonight on 14 News. Now, to round things out here tonight, of course, we do always try and finish things out on a less heavy tone. Happening today, Deaconess leaders are hosting their pre-nursing high school event. Now, it's happening at Deaconess Gateway from 6 to 8 p.m. Now, the free event is designed to help students get their first introductions to the healthcare industry. Families thinking of attending do need to sign up since there are limited spots available. Now, we'll have a link to do so over on 14news.com. Now, it's one of those days where, of course, I'm sure you got the sense we have a lot happening today. So really do circle back tonight, 14 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10. Now, if you happen to step outside today, I'm sure you noticed that little bit of a taste of early summer that we're getting. So I'm going to go ahead and toss things over to someone who knows a lot more about that than I. The wonderful Michael Thecka is going to be joining us in just a moment here. So be sure to stick around.
Stay informed on your local news and weather throughout the day by watching the 14 First Alert streaming shows. At 8:30 a.m., get your First Alert forecast to plan the day ahead and catch up on the news that happened overnight with the 14 News Sunrise team. In the afternoon, get the latest headlines, forecasts, and a preview of the stories we're working on with the 14 First Alert streaming show at 2:30. And get an in-depth look at the 14 First Alert forecast so you're ready for the next big thing with the 14 First Alert weather show at 9 p.m. Watch the 14 First Alert streaming show that fits your schedule and works best for you. Streaming on your phone by downloading the 14 News app and the 14 First Alert weather app. On your smart TV by using the 14 News streaming app. And stream anytime on Facebook, YouTube, or on 14news.com. Stay connected and stay informed by watching the 14 First Alert streaming shows on your favorite streaming devices.
Good afternoon, it's meteorologist Michael Thecka. Welcome back to the weather portion of the afternoon streaming show. We're going to get started here with a look at the weather headlines and what we're tracking out for the next couple of days. It looks like through the rest of this afternoon, we'll stay pretty sunny out there. No real issues are expected. We'll continue to see temperatures climbing up through the 70s, and it's pretty breezy as well out of the southwest. So gusts up to 25 miles per hour will be possible here over the next few hours, but that's why it's so warm out there. The wind winds out of the south really helping to pump in some of that heat in addition to that full-on sunshine. And as we get through tomorrow and even into Saturday, we'll be tracking out a frontal boundary that will very slowly drop in from the north. And as that happens, we'll see an increase in that cloud cover through tomorrow afternoon, and even the chance for a few spotty showers and even a few thunderstorms. But a lot of us will likely even stay dry, even with that front passing through. And with that front just hanging out to our south through Saturday, it will eventually lift back northwards as a warm front through Saturday afternoon and Saturday evening. So we could see an additional round of a few spotty showers or an isolated storm there. And with that warm front lifting to our north, by the time we get into Sunday, winds will be out of the south again, and we'll see temperatures returning into the low to mid 80s. And then looking ahead to next week, while we see a few spotty shower chances through tomorrow and Saturday, I think next week holds the better opportunity for some showers and storms with almost daily chances as we go through the beginning of the work week. So I'll break all of that down for you in a moment, but let's take a look at what's going on out there right now. We've got this area of high pressure hanging out off the east coast, and just to the northwest of that, this area of low pressure along a cold front will be sweeping in, passing to our north. That's bringing some scattered showers and even a few storms to areas like Kansas, Nebraska, even out towards Iowa, and even into northern Illinois and northern Indiana. That will stay to our north through tonight and tomorrow morning, so no messy weather is anticipated here, at least through the next 24 hours. But looking at our current temperatures, again, that sunshine combining with those southerly winds really helping to heat us back up. We're seeing temperatures in mostly the upper 70s right now, 79 degrees in Mount Carmel and Mount Vernon, 78 in Henderson and Newburgh, sitting at around 77 here in the Evansville area. And over the next few hours, we may tack on another degree or two with that sunshine, and then we should stay mostly clear overnight tonight. And that'll lead us into a still temperate and comfortable evening, but a little bit cooler than what we're experiencing right now. Temps in the low to mid 50s with clear skies. Tomorrow we bounce right back up into the upper 70s to around 80 degrees ahead of that front. And of course that front brings in that chance for a few showers, maybe even an isolated storm. But the good news is we're not expecting anything widespread or severe tomorrow. So nothing to really worry about, just maybe some boisterous showers or storms possible. But with that front hanging off 2 hours south on Saturday, it'll lift back northwards as a warm front. That's where we could catch a few more spotty showers through Saturday afternoon, but I think most of us will stay dry. Temperatures still topping out in the upper 70s to right around 80 degrees for the first half of the weekend, and then we continue to see those temperatures climbing into the low to mid 80s. Originally, we were thinking maybe we could get close to that record or even break that record high for Sunday, which is around 88. However, with that additional cloud cover, that may help keep temperatures just a few degrees cooler than that record high. But nonetheless, we're still looking at a very warm day. And in terms of getting outside and doing some yard work, you'll be good to go here through the next few days. Right now, it is sunny. Temperatures are in the upper 70s, so you can get out there this afternoon and cut the grass. Tomorrow, I even still think tomorrow is going to be a fine day to do so, especially in the morning. As we get through the afternoon and evening, that's where we run into that chance for a few spotty showers. But as we get into Saturday and Sunday, I still think you'll be mostly good to get out there and cut some of that grass. But as you're outside cutting that grass or doing whatever, you'll definitely want to keep those tissues and that allergy medicine handy. Pollen levels are still high here, at least through Saturday. We'll start to see them dip back down by the time we get into Sunday. But nonetheless, lots of pollen out there. Definitely want to come inside, take a shower. That helps kind of alleviate those allergy symptoms, and you definitely want to change your clothes and wash them so you don't have all that pollen all over you, especially if you are going to be doing any yard work outside. But taking a look at the future radar, tracking out those chances for showers through Friday. Waking up, it should be mostly sunny, becoming partly cloudy through the late morning and early afternoon hours as that front moves in from the northwest. And then as it passes overhead, that's where we see those spotty shower chances. I still think the better chances for a few thunderstorms will be south of the Ohio River there through portions of western Kentucky, and that will clear out and kind of fizzle out after daylight. And then as we get into Saturday, waking up, partly cloudy skies, skies. And then as we get into Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening, maybe a general increase in that cloud cover with that front then lifting back northwards with a few spotty showers and an isolated storm possible there. But again, no severe weather is expected. And looking at the precipitation chances, again, I think the better odds for some showers and storms will be for next week, especially Monday. It looks like that's where we'll have the most coverage in terms of that rainfall. So we'll have several frontal boundaries that'll either be passing to our west or to our north, and as that happens, we could get caught up in a few of those spotty shower chances there on Monday, and then again could see a few spot showers there on Tuesday and Wednesday before we see that front actually move through, headed into Thursday, maybe even lingering a little bit into Friday morning before that clears off to our north and east. So while we do have daily chances for a spot shower or a storm, we're not expecting widespread rainfall throughout that entire time. So it's not a complete washout. There still will be plenty of dry time in between each wave of showers. But here's a look at the next 7 days for you. Let me go ahead and take this full screen so you can get a better look at it. Again, today, beautiful, sunny, warm, and breezy, so you can do anything you want outside. Tomorrow, that's when we'll have that front move through, a few spot showers and an isolated storm, still hanging out at around 80 degrees by tomorrow afternoon, and temperatures will remain in the upper 70s through Saturday, soaring into the low to mid 80s by Sunday, and then we'll hold on to the low to mid 80s even through next week, along with those daily chances for a few showers and storms. So unsettled next week. Definitely get outside and enjoy some of that sunshine and that dry time now while you can. But of course, we'll have the latest news and weather updates for you on 14 News at 4, 5, and 6. And then of course, Jeff will be back here at 9 o'clock tonight for the all weather, all streaming show. So until then, everybody stay safe and have a great rest of your